Hello everyone, what's up? In this video, we will be going to demonstrate the order of executions of TestNG annotations. This is one of the common interview questions which everyone, I guess most of the people will come across through if they have been working with UI or backend automation. So if people have been working with some of the automation framework, or if they have been writing the automation framework from scratch, so they will be mostly using TestNG framework because this is one of the most powerful framework that you'll come across through. And one of the common interview questions that mostly people ask is like, what will be the order of executions of TestNG annotations? Because we have a lot of different annotations in TestNG, and they provide a lot of strong capabilities, right? So let's get started, and I'll show you the different annotations that we have, and then how this order is being determined, right? So let's start first with the one of the common annotation, which is before suite. So if you'll see here, this is the before suite annotation, and I will define the test method for this. So here before suite is a test method for this annotation, and then I'll write the logging statement for this. So whenever this particular test annotation will be executed, so we will be printing one of the logging statement for this. So what I'll do is I'll just print the annotation itself, so that will give us a clear picture of what gets executed, right? And then after before suite, I'll write the next annotation, which is before test, right? So here we have the before test annotation, and then I will define the method for the before test block, right? So I'll name this as before test, and then here I'll define the logging statement. Again, what I'll do is I will again print the same annotation over here. Then I will write the next annotation. So the next annotation is before class, and then I will define the test method, like the before class annotation method for this, so which is before class, and then again the logging statement. So I'll print again the annotation itself over here, and then I will write the before method annotation, right? So here we have this annotation, and then I will define the method for this as well. So I will name this as before method, and then I will write a print statement, and again I will mention the annotation itself, right? So these are the common before annotations that we have with the TestNG, and then what I will do is I will define the test method, and then this is a declaration, and then I will print this annotation itself within this block, right? So we have all the before and then test annotations, and then we will go ahead with the after annotation. So first I will write the after method, and then I will define the method for this annotation, right? So we have this function, this method, and then I'll print I'll print this annotation. So here I have printed after method, and then we have after class, I'll define this method as well, and here I will again print the corresponding annotation itself. So whenever this annotation will be executed, so we'll have this statement will be printed, right? And then again I will define the after test annotation. So here we have this after test, and I will define this particular method for this annotation. So we have after test, and I will again print this particular annotation itself. So that will give us a clarity on the execution. And then in the last I will define the after suite annotation. And if you see over here, so this is the block which will be getting executed, and here we have the login statement. So this is being done. So we have all the annotations which are available in the TestNG apart from before group and after group that we have mentioned over here. And now with these blocks, whatever we have mentioned over here, with all those sets of available TestNG annotations, now we'll see like what will be the order of execution, in which order these will be executed first. So let's say if I'm going to execute this class, so what will be the order of executions of these annotations? So let's see. Now we have the output. If you'll see over here, so these are the, like, if you'll see over here, these are the methods which are being executed. So whatever the block which have been mentioned over here, so they have been executed based on the order of executions of these TestNG annotations, right? So if you'll see here in the output in the console, we have got printed before suite, then before test, then before class, then before method, then test method, then after method, and after class, after test, and after suite. So this is what the exact order of execution of TestNG annotations are, right? But if you'll see over here, I have written in the same order, in the same sequence that have been mentioned in the output, right? So what we can do is, like, we can change the execution order, right? So what I'll do is, like, I will put some of the different block in another order, and then we will verify whether the function name or in the sequence whatever the sequence in which I have written, whether if it gets executed in the same series of events or not, right? So let's say we want to check whether this particular sequence of annotations what I have written over here, does this have any implication on whatever method that we have been writing, or let's say whatever the alphabetical order of these functions name are, these methods are, whether they have any capability to change the order of executions of TestNG annotations or not. So for that, what we can do is, like, I'll change the order. So if you'll see over here, I will put all those blocks in some other fashion as compared to what I have been writing earlier. So let's see if we can figure out if there is any such dependency or not, right? So what I'll do is, I'll again run this particular class, and then we'll see whether this sequence of the annotations that we have written, whether it gets printed in the same sequence or not, or the otherwise case is we want to verify whether if you'll see whether these test blocks are being executed, these annotations are being executed on the alphabetical order or not, right? So that can be another interview question that the interviewer might ask you. So for that, we will see this demonstration, right? So I will execute this again, and if you'll see over here, so this remains the same, right? So if you'll see over here, all the annotations have been executed in the same sequence. So the sequence will always be going to remain the same. So no matter in what sequence do you write all those blocks, all those annotations, or whatever the test method are. So if any method is being linked with a corresponding annotation, so just remember the order of executions of testing annotations will always going to be remain the same. So only first before suite will be executed, then before test, then before class, then before method, then test method, then after method, after class, after test method, and after suite. So these are like more of questions that can be put up in front of you. So as to the interviewer might want you to give different scenarios. So always remember this will be the correct sequence of executions of TestNG annotation, right? So this is the particular program, and what you can do is like I'll share the link of this corresponding program in the description box. From there you can clone this repo, and then you can practice this as well. And in upcoming sessions I will show you like how this particular order has been defined in the TestNG framework, right? So we'll go deeper down in the code of the TestNG framework as well, and then we'll see how is this happening, right? So until then, keep practicing, and please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. Bye everyone.